Hello everyone. So our next topic is energy stored inside capacitor. See, a capacitor stores charge and there is electric field between two plates. So there must be some energy stored between the plates of a capacitor. So how to calculate that energy? What is the force between plates of capacitor? See, one plate is positively charged, another is negatively charged. So basically they will be applying a force on each other. So how to calculate that force? All these topics we will cover in this lecture. So, see, the energy which is stored is called as potential energy because potential energy is function of position, right? And kinetic energy is function of motion. So, energy that is stored is called as potential energy. So, when a capacitor gets charged, so what we generally do, battery supplies energy to this capacitor and some charge gets stored in on this capacitor. So suppose at time t, charge on capacitor is Q. Okay. And the potential difference is V. So what can be the maximum charge? The maximum charge can be CV. The maximum charge Q will be CV. But suppose at time t, the capacitor has charge Q. So potential difference across plates will be Q by C because Q equal to CV. So at that point of time, means at time t, the potential difference will be Q by C. And now suppose I want to give a charge dQ more. So I want to charge a capacitor slightly more by dQ. So work done is basically potential difference into charge, putting value of V dash, that is Q by C, and integrating on both the sides. So work done from 0 to W, and charge from initially it was discharged. Finally it will have maximum charge, that is Q. So integration of dW will be W. 1 upon C will be constant, so it will come outside of the integration limits, and integration of Q dQ will be Q square by 2. So one formula is Q square by 2C. If we put value of Q to be CV, then it can also become CV square by 2. And since CV is Q, so we can write the formula in this form also. So QV by 2, CV square by 2, and Q square by 2C. All these three are same formulas of energy stored inside a capacitor. So remember this formula, Q square by 2C or half CV square or QV by 2. So this three formulas basically gives you what? This gives you the energy stored inside a capacitor. So a capacitor has charge Q and capacitance C, then the energy stored in it will be Q square by 2C. Now what is the work done by battery? Because energy to the capacitor is being supplied by the battery. Now see, if capacitor is being charged by battery, then definitely a current is flowing in this wire. So definitely there must be some heat. So what is the formula of that heat? So work done by battery. See, how much charge is there on the capacitor? Q. And from where does this charge Q came? From battery. And what is the potential difference of battery V? So work done by battery is potential difference into charge. So work done by battery is QV. Now remember, in last slide we have discussed that energy stored, formula for energy stored inside a capacitor is Q into V by 2. So basically work done by battery is twice of energy stored inside capacitor. So basically if battery supplies 100 joule of energy, then only 50 joule of energy reaches to the capacitor. Half of the energy is converted to heat on all these wires, in the resistance in these wires. Okay, now coming to the next slide. So suppose there is a battery of 4 volt and there are three capacitors, 6 microfarad, 3 microfarad and 2 microfarad. Okay, so first we will calculate the equivalent capacitance of this circuit. So 6 and 3 are definitely in series. So 6 and 3 will combinedly give you 2 microfarad. This 2 and 2 are definitely in parallel. They will combinedly give you 4 microfarad. So basically the potential of battery is 4 volt and equivalent capacitance is 4 microfarad. So putting formula of Q equal to C equivalent V, Q will comes out to be 16 microcoulomb. Now, if you will see the charge distribution, then Q charge was given by battery. The charge will come at this point. Now the charge will get distributed. Q1 amount will go in the upper branch. Q2 amount will come in the lower branch. Now 6 microfarad and 3 microfarad both are in series. So both will have same charge. So Q2 is in lower branch. Now putting the formula, see, Q is 16 microcoulomb and Q divides into two parts, Q1 and Q2. So one equation will be Q1 plus Q2 equal to 16 microcoulomb. So basically we will have two equations. One is from conservation of charge, another is from same potential. Now in the upper branch and lower branch, both the branches are in parallel. So both will have same potential difference. So from here to here, in 6 microfarad, the potential drop will be Q1 by 6 because V is Q by C. And in 3 microfarad, the potential will be Q1 by 3 equal to. In the lower branch, the potential difference will be Q2 by 2. So solving these two equations, you will get value of Q1 and value of Q2. Now what will the energy stored in 2 microfarad? Suppose someone asks you, what is the energy stored in 2 microfarad? So energy in 2 microfarad is Q square by 2C. So charge we will take Q2 because the charge that will come in the energy stored formula will be the charge on the capacitor. So basically Q2 square upon 2C, and C is 2 microfarad. Similarly in 3 microfarad the energy stored will be Q1 square by 2C. So Q1, because the charge stored by 3 microfarad is Q1, so Q1 square upon 2C. So this is how you can calculate energy stored in individual capacitors, and also you can calculate energy stored in all the capacitors. Okay, so charge distribution is very important. You have to learn to distribute charges. Now last topic of this lecture, what will be the force between plates of capacitor? See, energy stored inside capacitor is half CV square. Suppose area of plates is X and distance between plate is area of plate is A and distance between plate is X. So capacitance will be epsilon naught A by X. So putting value of C, that is epsilon naught A by X. So energy stored will be epsilon naught A V square upon 2X. Now remember, force is basically negative of differentiation of potential energy. So F is minus du by dx. So differentiating this formula, 1 upon x will become minus 1 by x square. This minus and minus will cancel out. So force will become epsilon naught A V square upon 2x square. We can write it like this, half into epsilon naught A upon x into V by x into V. Now epsilon naught A by x will be capacitance, that is C. V by X is basically E and V will be V only. So CV is Q, so formula becomes QE by 2. Now if you have doubt like how V by X is E, then remember this formula, E is equal to minus dV by dx. So basically E is V by X. So this is how I have substituted the formula of electric field on the place of V by X. So you have to remember this formula, that the force between capacitors will be, plates of capacitors will be charge into electric field divided by 2. Okay. Now on the basis of the slide, you have to submit an online quiz to assess yourself. The online quiz will be available in the YouTube description below of this video. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can WhatsApp me. Okay, bye-bye.